students rent textbooks electronically, a book at a time, a chapter at a time, or even a page at a time. And by making textbooks more affordable, he gives lower-income students a chance to learn that they might not otherwise ever have had. But that's not his only motivation, my friends. Tony is dyslexic. And when he was a student, he had to listen to cassette tapes of audio books. So Tony's dream is to lower all kinds of barriers to education in the developing world. And I'm inspired by young entrepreneurs like 24-year-old Saimoom Hossain. Saimoom is here today from Bangladesh, where of 7 million of his countrymen who are homeless and many more have unsuitable housing. So Saimoom and some friends set out to put a roof over as many heads as possible, literally. They started an environmentally friendly company that turns natural materials from plants into sophisticated corrugated sheets that are more durable than metal roofs and provide good shelter. Saimoom's dream is that soon they will be cheaper than metal so that more of the world's 100 million homeless can afford sustainable housing. That's a great dream. I'm proud to tell you that Nermeen, Tony, and Saimoom all belong to a program that was born from President Obama's call to action in Cairo. It's called Global Innovation Through Science and Technology. And these young people embody the president's famous affirmation that anything is possible. Yes, we can. Or as you say in Malaysia, Malaysia boleh. The Obama administration is really inspired by the kind of work that the young people here are doing. And that's why we are going to continue promoting entrepreneurship around the world. Supporting your creativity and persistence is a key component of our foreign policy agenda, which today, more than ever before, is about economic policy too. When entrepreneurs here in Malaysia succeed, I'll tell you something. They create economic opportunity for Malaysians, of course, but also for people all over the world, including in the United States. Americans benefit from the success of small businesses around the world through trading and collaborating with them, and by using their goods and services. So President Obama is going to continue doing everything he can to support young people who want to turn their ideas into businesses or nonprofit organizations. And we'll do that in a few major ways. First, we're going to create an environment where people can easily form personal relationships and broad networks from people from every background and every expertise. We're also going to help them with the training and support that they need to turn their ideas into businesses and then to bring them to scale. And when we think of the most successful entrepreneurs, we often think of someone like Steve Jobs, who was sitting in a garage somewhere with a buddy or two. But the truth is, no one makes all of this happen all alone. It takes the private sector, working hand in hand with NGOs, universities, and governments. And in the end, the networks that we build only make all of us stronger. So I am proud to announce a new collaboration between the United States State Department and Up Global, which over the next few years will support and train 500,000 entrepreneurs in 1,000 cities around the world, including right here in Kuala Lumpur. The second initiative we're going to launch will connect these entrepreneurs with mentors who can show them the ropes. Because as you know better than anyone, starting a business is a daunting task. And by the end of the year, President Obama will announce the inaugural members of the President's Committee on Global Entrepreneurship. Penny Pritzker, the U.S. Secretary of Commerce, who I introduced earlier, who is herself a very experienced executive and entrepreneur. She will lead this committee of role models who are going to act as partners, as teachers, and as champions for a new generation of success stories. And third and finally, we must make sure governments support entrepreneurs and the amazing work that you're all doing. That's why President Obama is joining forces with organizations like the Kaufman Foundation, the World Bank, and others in order to create a new research network that will help policymakers promote growth and startups. So I can't tell you how exciting it is, how many great programs are underway or on the way in order to connect innovators with capital, market demands, and lift some of the poorest communities in the world out of poverty. And I'm especially proud of a new program called Beehive Malaysia. Babson College, which is a school in my home state of Massachusetts, will partner with the U.S. Department of State and Malaysian universities and businesses to give social entrepreneurs a collaborative, shared workspace where they can solve some of the world's toughest challenges. My friends, the United States is doing all that we can to support you because we know that the best ideas are never bound by borders. And it's your ideas that have always created the lion's share of jobs in our country and in yours. Just think, as more and more young people join the labor market, the world will need about 500 million new jobs by 2030, many of which just haven't been invented yet. I want to leave you with a thought from a man who inspired me when I was growing up, a younger brother of the youngest man ever elected president, and a visionary leader in his own right, Robert Kennedy. Robert Kennedy said, "Few will have the greatness to bend history itself, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events, and in the total of all those acts will be written the history of this generation." In the total of all those acts. Nearly a half a century later, you have more tools at your fingertips than any generation in history. And so you have all the more power to bend history for the better, to bend that bamboo in the ancient Malaysian proverb. It happens that we also have many more complex challenges today, and it will take even more hard work to move the world forward. And without question, how many countries like mine and yours harness your talents? That is what will shape global economic prosperity and opportunity for generations to come. As your generation continues to invent and reinvent and push us forward, you will invariably hear a lot of people call you the leaders of tomorrow. But I got news for you, that sells you short. I know you're not content to be relegated to the future. You are the present. You are the leaders of today. You're changing the world even as we speak. And I'm confident that the rest of us are in your exceedingly capable hands. So thank you all for all that you do and all that you will do to bring opportunity to the many around the world. Terima kasih.